You cannot be serious right now.
I've never been more serious about anything.
So you're telling me that I'm gonna have a life, I'm gonna have a family, I'm gonna have everything that I've ever dreamed of without you?
Dad went home. I didn't want him having to see this. He's been through enough.
This doesn't have to be contentious.
No, it doesn't. Depending on where your loyalties lie.
You know, I don't see why any of you were surprised by what Katie said at the press conference. I thought that we had an arrangement. I buy the company, Katie is appointed CEO. I pay you all handsomely, let you keep your jobs. Was that not the understanding?
It was not my understanding.
Nor mine.
So you thought that you would sort of control things from behind the scenes and Katie would simply be a figurehead. Well, it doesn't work that way.
So we see.
Brooke, you know how much I respect you and Eric and Ridge. I know that you're the heart and soul of this company. That's not going to change.
But unfortunately, the heart and soul of this company mismanaged it financially, and that is going to stop.
So you think that Katie, who ran our PR department, who has zero executive experience, can do better?
With my oversight, absolutely.
You know how long Ridge has waited to be the man in charge. How deserving he was of that position. It was his time, Katie. His opportunity. He earned it after decades of service to this company. Eric was finally ready to step down and hand it over to Ridge.
Well, maybe if Eric had done that sooner, you wouldn't be in this mess.
Even if what you're saying is true, you still could have given Ridge the CEO spot. He's much more qualified than Katie. You know it.
Ridge and I don't see eye to eye on virtually anything. And I need someone I can trust. You work for Spencer Publications now. I own this company. Katie is my CEO. Case closed.
This is far from over. You double-crossed us, Katie. You made a promise to us, and then you stood up and you told the press something completely different. You stole my husband's job. And I'm not sure I'm going to be able to forgive you for that.
You asked me to come here, Jackie. That you needed me to be
I do need you, Steffi.
For Owen? You're talking about a child, a life, a family. We've never even been on a date.
But I've seen you with him. I've seen you together. I've seen how much you care for him.
And you told me to stay away from him. But Jackie, we are just friends. Just friends. And now you're telling me to be with him?
Listen, Jackie, you can't orchestrate something like this. As Steffi said, we're friends. That's it. Nothing more. You can't just expect us to go off and have children together.
Well, you can't have children with me, all right? So Steffi or somebody like Steffi will be able to give you what I will never, ever be able to give you. I asked you here because I was just trying to make a point that, Owen, you're at a stage in your life that I am just simply beyond. That is the reality that we are facing. I have to be realistic. That's what I'm trying to do.
Look, I'm not going to let you do this. You are my wife, Jackie. I am committed to you for life.
I have seen you with my grandson. I have seen how your eyes just light up whenever he's around, and I'm not going to deny you that.
Look, no. I'm not going to let you walk away. If it means me losing you, you know what? I won't have any kids. I don't care.
No, you say that now. But honestly, as the years go by, you will always feel that there is something missing from your life that I have kept you from. A child is such a precious thing. And I'm not going to hold you back from that. And that's exactly what I would be doing if we stayed together. Don't you see that I love you? I love you, and it's my responsibility to take care of you, to help you make the right choices and make Make sure you go in the right direction. Darling, this is the right direction for you.
And we have struggled too hard to make this marriage work.
Yes, we have. And we made it work. The greatest love story of my life. But it's time for a new chapter.
So what? What are you telling me? You're telling me that what everybody said is true? That this age gap is too much and that our love is not strong enough? You're telling me that everybody that said is true, huh?
No, I am not saying that. Of course not. This is about fulfilling your dreams, and having a family is just the greatest fulfillment. I know. And I want you to know, and you will. You just won't know it with me.
Katie did not steal Ridge's job. A change had to be made. Forrester would not have survived on its own.
That's very debatable.
No, it isn't. All right, look, even if you made your loan payments, you did not have the capital to finance another quality line. You would have kept dipping into your personal assets. Now, eventually, Forrester would have slipped into bankruptcy. Or you would have found someone else to buy this company for a fraction of what I paid you for it.
This is all about the bottom line to you. Forrester Creations was a family-run business. We had a tradition of class and elegance and personal commitment to our clientele and to the company. Without our leadership, especially Ridge and Eric's, that's gone.
That's not true. Brooke, everyone is still here, working the same as they always have. Every piece of clothing that goes out those doors will have the Forrester name on it.
Katie's right. This is still Forrester Creations.
Oh, no, it isn't. It's a very different company now.
Do you really think Ridge and Eric are going to be inspired the way they always have been? Every time my husband walks into this building, he's going to walk by this office and see you sitting there in the chair and be reminded of your betrayal.
Betrayal?
You know, it must be a lot easier for you to lay this betrayal nonsense on Katie instead of taking personal responsibility for this mess. You know, the reality is you should be thanking her. I could have brought any Spencer suit in here, but I didn't do that. I appointed Katie CEO, your sister, someone that you love, someone you should trust. She will support you, but answer to me. She's the perfect intermediary. No one fits this role like Katie. So why don't you support her instead of trying to drag her down?
You just don't get it, do you, Spencer? What a slap in the face this is. To me, to Dad, to Brooke. To everybody who works in this company. Everybody who's ever looked to us for direction. Well, I got news for you. They're not going to look to Katie that same way. And you can't force them to. So you can just might as well fire them all.
No one is going to be fired. We will make this work. We can make this work.
This is a new beginning. This is a chance for Forrester to thrive and prosper far into the future. Your family, your children, they will all be protected. Can't we all try and get along? We're going to be family. And I don't want to see my future wife at odds with her sisters. We can make this work. But we need everyone on board. So, I will humbly ask both of you to give this a chance.
I need to talk to Katie alone for a moment, please.
Oh, God, Brooke, I am walking a very fine line here. I want what's best for this company. You've got to believe that.
sad day, Spencer. Not just for our company. You're ripping apart a family, you know that? Maybe that's what you want. So Katie will depend on no one but you.
Got me all wrong, Ridge. Just trying to make the best of a difficult situation.
Well, if that's your intention, you're failing miserably. Because I don't think Katie and Brooke are ever going to look at each other the same way again.
I don't know what else I could have done. Bill was going to acquire Forrester Creations one way or the other.
If he really loves you as much as you seem to think he does, you could have talked him out of
That
it.
is so unfair. There are limits to my influence.
Really? Well, then if I were you, I would think twice about marrying him.
Oh, is that how it works with you and Ridge? You just snap your fingers, make a request, and he does whatever you want him to
Ridge
do?
would never drive a wedge between my
There
sisters
doesn't
and
have
me.
to be a wedge between us.
I don't want that either. But after everything that's happened, Donna and I will not be able to get past this. Katie, Bill has a reputation. He is cutthroat. He didn't need our company to expand his empire, believe me. He did this to appease his father, his last dying wish. This is all about vengeance.
No, you're wrong.
Look, I know you want me to believe that his motivation was to help Forrester. But I'm sorry, I just don't buy it.
I am not just a means to an end. What we have is real.
Maybe so. But you know what? He's changing you. You're not the same sweet sister you've always been.
Do you know how much it hurts me to hear you say that? You're so wrong. I'm in a different position, but I'm the same person I've always been.
Are you? You told Donna and me that you felt like you always lived in our shadow. Well, here you are. You're on top. So now what? You're gonna use this golden opportunity to put us in your shadow?
This is so awkward, isn't it? Especially for you, Steffi. I'm so sorry, but I truly did need you to be here.
Owen doesn't want anyone else but you.
What Owen wants and what Owen needs.
But why don't you let Owen decide what he needs?
If I deny you a family, there will come a day when you won't resent me.
But I can never resent you, Jackie.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you could. And you would. Every time you saw a baby, every time you saw a father playing with his child, there'd be just this feeling of a terrible loss. You've got so much to give a child. And I won't take that opportunity from you.
Listen to me.
No, I have made my decision. I've made it. And it was really difficult, all right? Because part of me just wants to cling to you for the rest of my life. But that's the selfish part. The unselfish part is going to let you go, okay? Accept it. Just please accept it.
Steffi, I'm sorry. But would you mind letting me have some time alone with my wife? Listen, I don't want to live my life without you.
You won't have to. We'll always be a part of one another.
That is not enough. You know, there's one thing that you haven't considered. Look, yes, I will be a great father one day. And I'm going to shower my child with love and affection. But where's that love going to come from, Jackie? Listen to me, all the love in my life comes from you. I would have nothing to give this child if it wasn't for you. And you need to get these thoughts out of your head, because we're going to take life one day at a time. And I'm not going to be with Steffi, or any other woman for that matter, because I adore you. And nothing is going to change that. Listen to me, my life would be miserable without you. Do you understand that? Listen, I want you to tell me that you love me. I want you to say it. Say it to me.
You know I love you. I love you more than life
Then
itself.
do not let me go. I'm not going to let you. For God's sakes, we'll get a dog. We'll get a whole litter of puppies if that's what it takes. But I do not want you to ever suggest us splitting up again, okay?
I won't ever do it again. If that's your wish.
That is my wish. You crazy, beautiful woman, wife of mine, that is my wish. Because I'm yours. Forever.
What's going on here has nothing to do with showing up, you and Donna. I love you. I respect what you've done with your lives. And yes, this job is a wonderful opportunity for me, and I am very happy about it. And I'm sorry that you're so upset and that you're so hurt, but I have betrayed no one. I haven't stolen anything.
How do you expect me to feel? You made us a promise of your loyalty, and then you turned around and you said something totally different to the press.
What would you have had me say? Huh? With Bill standing right there. I was a little bit caught in the middle.
Katie, you're always going to be caught in the middle. Don't you see that? Every sensitive issue that comes up, you're going to be caught right in the middle of Bill and us. And it's not going to get any easier with time. I can guarantee you that.
Maybe I'm strong enough to make the hard decisions and earn your support.
Oh, God, honey, we do support you.
Prove it, Brooke. Give me a chance. Yes, I lack experience. No one is more aware of that than I am. And Bill is right about one thing. I am the perfect liaison between Bill and the Forrester family. We speak the same language. I understand him. I can reason with him. And believe it or not, he does listen to me.
I know you want to believe that. And I also know how much you really do care for this man. But he can be ruthless. And he can turn on you. And that's what I worry about.
Don't worry. I can handle my fiancé.
Really? Seems like he's the one handling you. He is coming between us, Katie.
He doesn't have to, not if you don't let him.
He's put you in a position that's virtually inevitable.
No. Bill knows exactly where I stand. I have told him in no uncertain terms that I will not let this company be dehumanized. I will not let Forrester Creations be overrun by corporate insensitivity. I have told him all this, and he still made me CEO. And everything that you and Eric and Ridge have given to this company, I stand behind that. Let me be your advocate. Let me be your ally. We can work together. We don't have to be divided. Brooke, please. I love you so much. All I'm asking is that you just believe in me just a little bit. Just trust in me. I will do what I have to do as CEO. But no man will ever come between us. Whether he's my husband or my fiancé, it's not possible because we're sisters. And that's a bond that no one can break. No one. I promise you. I promise you that.